entire career. How did that feel? And I guess is that a confidence boost for you going forward this season?
Yeah, it's definitely a confidence boost. I think it's good to provide value to the team in any way possible. So when I look at me getting more snaps, I don't necessarily look at it's like it's not really glorifying me as much, but more so that's what our coaching staff thought was best to go out there and execute at a high level. And so I just look at it like that, and I go out there and do my job at the highest level possible, and let the results be the results.
Keenan says something that separates you both as a blocker and as a pass catching option is your first two steps, right? He says you have great first two steps.
Yeah.
Is that something that transitioned over from receiver, or is there something else that goes into that?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I think some of the things that you're able to take to the football field, some of that's God-given ability. God-given ability. There's some things that there's guys I see guys come out here every day and do some things that aren't normal, that are things that you even just gifted with. Some of the things that we earn, as Coach Day likes to talk about a lot, is discipline and skill. And so a lot of my skill, my hands, my ability to block, all comes from working at it. But maybe I'm just more explosive coming off the ball. That's just something I've been gifted with, and I plan to just keep using that as my advantage as I continue to grow and get stronger and bigger to really move guys off the line of scrimmage. So I think that'll be a vital weapon for me moving forward.
When we talked earlier in the season, you spoke about being the best version of yourself holistically,
Yeah.
not just on the field.
Absolutely.
Where is that at for you right now? And just what things are best.
Everything's amazing. Everything's amazing. It's kind of like it's exactly the same as I said before. I kind of look at the way I approach football is the same way I approach everything else in my life. Whether it's school, relationships, the way I treat the people around here, the way I'm a leader. All of those things kind of go hand in hand, and so the whole goal is the last time we had this interview, I was the best version of myself then. The whole goal is to be even a better version of myself now, and you know, God willing, the next time I come and sit down here, I'll be a better version of G. Scott Jr. And so that's the whole goal, man. And it's a constant progression of bettering yourself. And I don't think this really has to do with just football. This is life. This is life. It's just constant development and growth. And I think this kind of program and this place is just the perfect recipe for that. This is where you develop. Everyone around here challenges you, and everyone's challenged you. And when that rubber hits the road and that friction starts getting hard, that's where you really start to grow. And so that's where I've been at in my life. And so it's just a constant growth. So yeah.
Where do you think that mentality comes from? Constant growth and development. Where do you think you get that?
Yeah, I think it's a combination of a lot of things. I think my faith, plays a huge role in it. Finding my foundation in something different than football. I think initially, I kind of found myself as a football player when you said G. Scott Jr.'s name, the person that I was associated with football, and that's who I was. So if I was having a bad day at practice, maybe I'm less of a person now because I'm not performing at a high level of football practice. And then let's say I go out and have a great practice. Now I'm like, I'm Macho Man, and I'm so amazing. I kind of disassociated, who I am with, the sport that I play, and I found my foundation in Christ. And so, regardless if I have a great game or a bad game, regardless, I'm pretty level-headed, and I have a good understanding of my foundation is built in something a lot deeper than the sport that I play.
What do you see as the biggest advantage for this team when you guys go to 12 personnel?
I think the ability to be able to. I think putting the defense in conflict. I mean, I don't know what you can kind of game plan for. We can stretch you horizontally. We can go downfield, and we can also just run the ball up the middle. I think we do really good things on the perimeter, blocking on the perimeter, Kate and I. So I think that it's just I think it's hard to defend. You have to literally defend every dimension of the field when him and I are out there, and let alone being able just to line up on the line of scrimmage and run right down the middle.
Specifically on the blocking side of things, what's the biggest step you've taken this season?
I think just continuing to get bigger and stronger, and then just repetition. Just like you do anything else in life, the more you do it, the better you get, the more comfortable you get, the more you like riding a bike, the more you mess up, the more you fall down. You're like, wait, okay, yeah, when I put the weight this way, I seem to fall. And so just kind of like trial and error, just learning over time. I just continue to grow and get better. I'm weighing like 244 now, and so I feel a little bit more powerful. And I think all of those things kind of go hand in hand, and it's developed me and helped me become a better blocker and overall football player.
Gee, thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
G.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks, G.
Yep, thanks, guys.